Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm the Gentleman and welcome to another episode of the Gentleman's Pixel Club. It is dark. We are down a mine. And the game we're going to be playing today is Manic Miner Trick or Treat. You know the tune, you know the game, and this is an excellent version of it that I found only today by a gentleman called Highrise. He had a video that he put on YouTube showing this game, and I thought I've got to play this game. But the real challenge was it going to work on the MiSTer FPGA system? So I dropped him a note. He said if I joined the Patreon, which I was going to do anyway, he would support me on this. And here we have it. Look at those glorious colours. Look at Miner Willie, and the difference is he's got a headlamp. You don't often see this, and this is the Spectrum in ULA mode, and it looks absolutely fantastic. You've got all these colours on the screen, and his headlamp, the lamp actually works. And you know, just I died there, but look at the rich tapestry of orange floodlight type colours as it lights up the entire cabin. If you've enjoyed Manic Miner, then this is a great version that is only available from the Patreon, and I highly recommend, if it's a game you love and you love supporting coders who do great little twists on games, then check out the Patreon. The link will be in the description below. I don't endorse much on this channel, and this is not an endorsement. This is just a recommendation for a game that, you know, I think is absolutely worth it, especially with the way it's presented, the way it looks. I was originally only going to do 4 levels of this game, but I spoke to Highrise, the creator of this version, and many other games on his Patreon as well, and he said, look, Patreon's privilege, do what you want. So I'm going to be sending him the video of this once it's complete, just to get his approval, to make sure that he's happy with it. And this is just lovely. Look at the effects as I walk down the screen. I'm just going back to the left and the right to show you how the cabin lights up. And we're moving on to the cold room. This was one with the penguins, if you don't remember. So just narrowly jump that penguin, but it's dark and I get caught. On a normal day, I would make this every single time and there wouldn't be a problem. But this lighting adds a completely new spin to the game. Those of you may know that I've played a Manic Miner game a little while ago, but on an arcade core using the Pac-Man hardware, and that was by the brilliant Mr. Bagley. You know, this is another version of a game that we all know and love from Matthew Smith, but it's brilliant to see games like this given a completely new spin of life with a brand new presentation. For those of you that remember the old video, I struggled on this level, and Mr. Bagley actually came back and said, well, you know, this is on Pac-Man hardware, the size of the screen is a little bit different, so the platform sizes are different, so the timings will be different. But here, you see that I should hopefully complete this fine. But the challenge is, where is the other bird? Yes, you can just see it on the screen. However, you know, the lighting is absolutely phenomenal here, and I'm utterly blown away by what I'm seeing here. You know, I generally am impressed. I'm not one of these YouTubers that's going to scream ooh and ah at everything and completely overreact, but this is a version of the game that I fell in love with, just like I fell in love with Jetpack on the Game Boy that I very recently reviewed, and that was on the Game Boy Color. But joining the Patreon, I saw that there are other games here. We've got a version of Asteroids Deluxe on the Spectrum. There's a version of Jetpack on the Spectrum. There's versions of Attic Attack. For the small amount of money it costs to support designers like this, it's an absolute treasure trove. So, as I say, there will be links to the Patreon in the video here. There is also a Facebook group as well that I will be on, so you can follow the progress and see what happens. I'm going to go a little bit further with these 2 lives, but the plan is, and I do actually stop on that level. I don't want to give too much of this game away. I don't want to show away too much of this game, because, you know, I'm just thoroughly enjoying myself at playing this. This Eugene's Lair is a challenging level at the best. It's a god-awful level at the best, but not being able to see fully what you want to do, mistimed jumps like I did on that toilet, it makes these hard levels absolutely brutal. You know, I can't wait with fear, and this is I cannot wait with fear to get to the one where you've, I think it's a solar power plant, level 17, 18. You know, that is absolute hell on earth, and not being able to see too much and only having torchlight, like we've only got torchlight on this video, is gonna be a very strange way of playing this. I actually remember how to complete this, stand on the edge, do the jump, and then cross the toilet. But this bit here, lining up for this, was actually remarkably hard. Although I do it straight away, I believed I was going to clip myself and lose another life. So we head across here, and there's a little trick to this if you've not played Manic Miner before. The last object you collect causes Eugene to drop from the top of the ceiling at an alarming rate. So, you know, he will head straight down no matter where he is on the path. So what you want to do is line up or wait for him to get to the top. If you can see him, so we're going to let him go up the top there, he's in his glory. Give him a few more moments to get higher, grab the object and jump into the hole. And there's that level done quite nicely. This processing plant, I don't know why, it's a game by Matt Smith, as we know, always seems to remind me of the attic in Jet Set Willy. This isn't a hard level to do, you know, timing is quite critical, and there was just pixel perfect jumping that you saw there, which is made not all the more challenging on this level, because this is where memory muscle kicks in, and I can do this level absolutely fine. It was one of the few levels in the game I could probably do, not blindfolded, that would be an exaggeration, but I could do relatively easy 9 times out of 10 without failure, and we do quite easily clear this. But again, I'm loving the lighting effects here. It puts such a new spin on this game. This is brilliant. I do miss the box, so I have to jump and try it again. And this is going to take us to the vat. And again, look at the colours. Look at him as he jumps up and he's heading towards the kangaroo and how it lights up. And the wall, as I'm stood by the wall, the depth of colour that goes, you get the bright, effectively white when you're by the wall. And for this video, I wanted to see what this particular level would look like with all those collapsing blocks. You know, it looks brilliant as ever, and you know, if this game existed with this particular version back in the day as a DX version, as an enhanced version, I would have paid a chunk of money for this, and the replay value of this is something phenomenal. I'm flipping around looking at the brightness of the wall and back again there, because it just looks so good, and as I step away, look at the fade in. This is where I kill myself, so I don't see much more of the game. This has been a short video. Highrise, what a fantastic game you've done. Thank you very much.
Would you like to play again?